Hello everyone, CoStation here, and welcome to another Scratch tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make epic glow counters. An epic glow counter is basically the same as a number counter, except it has this fancy display which uses glow numbers. And it looks a lot better than just using white text on an orange background with a variable. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And as you can see right here, we have a new project. So the first step, of course, is to hide our scratch cat and delete the my variable because those are both things that we won't be needing. The next thing is to make a new costume and get the glow number 0 and call this new costume display or sprite. Now the next step to make our nice glow display counter is to add all the other glow costumes. And once you're done adding all those 10 number sprites, you should have glow-0 all the way up to glow-9, which accounts for 10 total costumes. But after all that work, we can finally begin coding. So the first step is to make a custom function called display and then tick the run without screen refresh block, run without screen refresh, and do add an input number of text and put num. Okay, the goal of this is to display a number by stamping sprites. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Make a new variable called index or IDX for short, and then we can begin. So do set IDX to 1. Now do repeat length of num. The idea is we need to loop through every single digit of our number. Now we need to switch to a specific costume. Let's say letter 1 of our number, let's say our number is 123 and we're on letter 1. That should display a 1. So what we need to do is switch our costume to letter index of number. But this isn't it. That would just set it to 1. We need to do glow-1. So do join glow-, then letter index of num. What this will do is, if our number is 123 and we're on our first letter, we must set it to glow-1, which will set it to our glow-1 costume. Now we need to stamp the costume, and therefore we must add the pen extension, erase all the start, and stamp. Once we've stamped, we must change our index by 1, and then obviously move to the left. Optimally, we should move to the left by 70 pixels. Actually move to the right by 70 pixels, but you can change yours as necessary if you feel that a greater or smaller number to the right is needed. Now let's test it. Let's try, 192. And one predicament we seem to run into is we need to start at a set position, and we also need to start at the far left of our screen. So you can run a go to the left of the screen, point direction 90, and hide block. And it works no matter what number you set it to now. Now, of course, if you start going too big, then eventually you'll hit the edge of the screen, which will obviously break the number counter. In my case, that happens when you hit 10 million. You can only see 1 million and the other 0 is hunched at the edge of the screen. So 9,999,999 is the biggest our number counter we can get to. But that's plenty big. Now, obviously, the next step is to make it so that we have a nice broadcast message that once hit, it displays a number n. So we can do display n. Now let's go into our other scratch cat sprite or coding sprite. Now we can do forever, change n by 1, and we just have to broadcast draw, and our thing will run without screen refresh and draw whatever we have. Shall we begin with hiding all variables? Well, let's try it, because why not? And as you can see, beautifully, it goes up and up. Now that's pretty much it. You can set whatever number pattern you want, and it can display fancily whatever number you wish. However, but don't click off yet because I have tons of amazing number patterns to show you guys. So let's see a perhaps more exciting one than this. Now, obviously, this isn't the most exciting project ever, so if we're going to make a glow number counter, we might as well add some Geometry Dash music, or whatever music you'd like. I already have one downloaded here, and we can just do when green flag clicked, forever played until done. So, the next step, of course, is to, well, make more exciting number patterns. One idea is we can just change it by 1% each time. So, change n by n times 0.01. Now, if we double n each and every time, aka up it by 100% every time, it gets pretty big. Especially if we set it to 1 in the beginning, and, well, as you can see, that gets out of control. But if we want to up it by 1% every time, and then set n to round n, that will work as well. Now, the issue is we run into an issue where the number stays the same. So what we can do is make another variable, which is just the round of the real n, and continue from there. So to summarize, we'll make a real variable n, or full n, which just counts up and becomes decimal numbers, and we'll make an n that we actually draw, or nd, that will actually draw. And then we'll obviously have to update our other sprite so that it draws the nd instead of n. And we'll obviously have to hide this other variable. But it works. But of course, this is getting out of control, so to slow it down, we can add a wait 0 seconds. Okay, but this is still an issue, because it's clearly still going way too fast. So we need to reduce it even more. Another idea is we can set n to n times a greater value. And aha! Now it'll go at a slower and hopefully better pace. So by setting it to 1.01, now the acceleration is 1%. We can obviously set it to 5% to make it even better. And as you can see, it'll slowly, actually really quickly, accelerate upwards. This creates a much better number pattern and experience. But I think it's much better if we just do like 3%. Actually, let's do 2%. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss another video. And please be sure to just use your imagination because there's so much stuff you can do with this. As long as you have the basic number drawing system, you can use it in many different ways. See you next time.